Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen, depending on where you are around the freaking world. And I really hope you're doing what you can to have a blessed day and staying strong throughout these tough freaking times. But of course, we are back again with another freaking video, and we must begin by giving a big massive shout out to every single person that is a member of the channel so far as we continue to grow. And of course, if you're new to the channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, you hit that notification bell so you're notified each time I upload something freaking new. And please do not forget to smash that freaking like button, comment throughout, and share the video at the end. But with that being said, we are back here again with Miss April Lauren. And obviously in the most recent video that I did make of her, if you haven't watched it, you know, I praised that I feel like her form in her workouts are brilliant. Her form is there, you know what I mean? I really like her form. She's always on point with the form. And also her eating, you know, the food that she has, the food that she's showing us on screen, looks like food that's definitely good for her to have. And also, most importantly, that I said that, you know, even though I felt like maybe she should be losing a little bit more weight than she is, either way, she's still losing weight. And that's the most positive thing about it. But I have been told, apparently in this video, she talks about why she has been losing weight slowly rather than a little bit faster. But listen. Losing weight slowly is always the best way. Generally is the best way, give or take where you are in your life, okay? But of course, at the same time though, slow weight doesn't mean too much slow weight, you know what I mean, okay? And that's why obviously in the previous video, I did say that I felt like she should be losing just a little bit more than just a pound, 1.6 per week, you know. Should be just a little bit in the twos, give or take some weeks. And this is the thing, when it comes to weight, your weeks are always going to vary. Some weeks are going to be more, some weeks are going to be less. But obviously we saw a chain of event where we just had too many, not too many, but it just felt like there was too many weeks where it was literally just on that 1 point mark, one pound loss per week, you know. And it was like, is there something else you could do? I mean, and the thing is, the thing that we have to take into consideration is the food that she eats. She obviously has a lot of salad, okay? And because she has a lot of salad, and she also has obviously generally, you know, veg with just the meat, you know, and obviously what she shows us is brilliant. It only makes you wonder, why is she eating that less? And also on top of that, she exercises frequently. And the exercises she does ain't exactly like necessarily easy ones. She does ones that, you know, to some people can be considered slightly advanced as well. So with all that put together, you expect to at least have a minimum of maybe 2 pounds per week. But of course, we're about to find out why in this video, which is absolutely fantastic, okay? But listen, I understand that everybody's body is different. But at the same time, sometimes you can lose weight a little bit less, maybe because there's something to you that you have that obviously we haven't been disclosed to yet, so who knows? But let's find out. Let's not take too many more assumptions, you know. But at the end of the day, man, I respect what she's doing, man. It's amazing. Let's get it.
So everybody wants to know what the secret of weight loss is. And while I'm in the middle of my weight loss journey to lose 200 pounds.
And also, Zoe, I understand that she used to work in the gym, so she's very knowledgeable as well. So I'm better, you know, let's see what knowledgeable information that we can take from this. But obviously, therefore, just because she's in the gym, it doesn't know that she knows. It doesn't mean that she knows everything from fitness to nutrition, but it means that she has a gift of what to do. But we're better find out these secrets.
I don't have all of the answers for sure. I feel like I have discovered a few things that may help you on your journey be more fulfilled and content as you progress and lose the weight that you would like to lose. I'm April Lauren. I'm on a journey to lose 200 pounds, and welcome to my channel, Wake Up Bright, where I share all the things that help me live each day a little brighter. And what I'm about to share with you definitely helps me live each day a little brighter.
Want to jump around? See the timestamps down below. Well, the next one is, this one is the beginning. Why this video?
So in today's video, we are going to look at a couple workouts. The reason we're going to look at my workouts is because those are forms of measure. So before we get to that point, let me share how this video idea came to me and why I'm sharing it with you guys. So the other day I got a comment from someone and they were very discouraged about their current weight loss. And they asked me, how am I so chill essentially with losing weight at this very slow pace in like the face of criticism, extreme criticism, and then I'm still just trucking along at that turtle pace in this hair race. And I thought about it for a while, and then I decided I should make a video about it. I think one of the things that has settled me is, well, I have all this experience going fast and not working. That's one. Two, there's a piece that I've had that I developed over the course of going slow and over the course of actually eating all food groups and watching my, like, it's been slow, but I have learned that even though it is not at the rate I would like, when I monitor calories in versus calories out, I lose weight. And I don't necessarily feel the best when I include extreme, like heavy starchy breads or things like that in my diet. I feel better without it. So I learned so much. Honestly believe that the real key to my success of sustaining my weight loss journey, the way that I'm consistent, is that I am focusing on so many things other than just the weight on the scale. So I know if the scale goes up and down throughout the week, or if the scale only goes down half a pound when it comes to my weigh-in day, and I do have a weigh-in ritual. So when I weigh in, I do it first thing in the morning, the night before I stop drinking water at like 8 p.m. I'm pretty extreme about it. This stuff probably doesn't matter that much, but I just like to keep things consistent. I try to go to bed at the same time the night before. I get a solid night's sleep the night before. When I wake up, I go number 1 and number 2, and then I weigh. So I don't eat anything, I don't drink anything, which is contrary to what I typically do, which is wake up and get some water. So that's my little weigh-in ritual. But that is only one of the ways I am measuring my success. I am measuring my success by taking progress pictures, which I share with you guys once a month, and I will be sharing on Wednesday. I take measurements.
I love progress pictures, and progress pictures are the best, man. I mean, for me anyway, I love them.
I measure head to toe, and I'll share this with you on this Wednesday. But having the inches lost, having the photo proof, being able to see, I honestly, when I look in the mirror most days, I don't see any change. I'm like, you're fat, it hurts to do some things, you still struggle to do some things that I wish you didn't, and you're basically a failure because you're still fat. And that's not true. And having all of these forms of measure are just so helpful. Timing, so I don't just exercise, but timing my mile walks. Doing that is a measure and a data point of improvement. It's something that I can go back to and track. And I can be like, okay, last month you were here and now you're here. That's good. And so what I've done for this month and for going forward is I've always done Kettle Hill. I've never included it as a monthly form of measure, just the 1 mile walks. But I am including Kettle Hill now for time. And then I say for time, we do it for time, but I may make a goal like to increase the weight that I do, or I might make a goal with all of these once I get to a certain point, once I reach a certain time for my mile for Kettle Hill, and for the other thing I'm going to be measuring for cycling, what I may do is start like, okay, I want to do it in that same amount of time, but I want my heart rate to stay here and have that be my goal. So just different points of measure. That being said, let's dive into the workout portions of this video. I'm going to keep it brief, so you're not going to be watching several minutes of these exercises, maybe combined, but I will be doing a voiceover explaining what I'm showing to you guys. And let's go ahead and get into those workouts.
Why people gotta make everything sound so bloody complicated, man? That just sounded so complicated. I mean, listen, I'd be lying to you if I said I understood half the things that she said, to be honest with you. I'd be lying to you if I said she did. There was just a lot of upping and ahhing, you know? There was a lot of, I did this, I did that, I did this, I did that, but none of it really did explain officially why her weight loss is necessarily slow. So what we're gonna do is, okay, let's just go for this timestamp here. Okay, we've got the workout. And you know what? In fact, if we just look at the workout as we go along, just a little bit, just gonna mute the background just real quick. Okay, we obviously were looking at the workout she does. She obviously does a lot of So obviously this is a 10 miles for time for what 10 miles she's doing. Okay, for time. Obviously that's a lot. That's a lot of miles you're doing there, you know. And then on top of that, she moves on to the kettlebell. Okay, so for the kettlebell, let's have a look what she's doing here. Okay, so she's doing swinging. They are very effective. I love those. Very fantastic. I must say though, you know, when it does come to the kettlebell usage and you're doing these kind of movements, please be very careful of how much you swing your back. If you swing your back a bit too much, you will damage your spine slightly, okay? And you don't want to do that. So be careful of that as well. I see she's doing the modified lunges where she's not going completely down with her knees, which is just fine. That's probably down to maybe something to within her mobility potentially. So, you know, we're not going to comment on that too much. But yeah, when you're just looking at all the exercises that she is doing here, it does make you wonder a little bit, you know, despite everything that she just said there, it doesn't necessarily explain entirely. And she did say that, you know, she just doesn't drink water or whatever before weigh-ins and that kind of stuff. So again, there is definitely something there that is missing, you know. You know, and I got to keep 100 of you, ladies and gentlemen. I got to keep 100 of you, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I'm not gonna come out here and say that she's lying or anything like that, but I do feel like there is missing information that is not given here, that is happening potentially away from the camera, that is causing her weight loss to be so slow or turtle slow. You know, because the explanation that she gave really and truly, not only was it so long-winded and up in here, it just, yeah. Let's just see what she says here.
I'm proud that I'm able to do these things. I am excited about how my body is going to continue to shed the pounds, and the activities that I love, that I'm passionate about, are just going to continue to become easier, and there's going to be more of them available to me. That is a driving focus. So with these non-scale forms of measure, non-scale victories, if you will, the reason that they help me on my journey so much is because it's helping me live the life that I want to live right now. It's providing ways for me to chart my progress and see that things are moving, that I am, if I just keep pressing forward, I'm going to get where I'm going. And I love that this slow, sustainable way, even though February is going to be a little intense for me, but the slow, sustainable way that I am losing weight, it's not accompanied by any great anxiety that I'm going to fail in the process, or that once I hit my goal weight, that I'm gonna always live worrying about gaining this weight back. I love you guys. I do want to talk about February really quick. So my website may or may not be live when this video goes live. I thought with 100% assurity it would be live, but apparently there's some ambiguousness on when you set it live and when it goes live. So when it still wasn't live about an hour ago, I Googled it, and there's a possibility it won't be live until Sunday. So if it's not available on the website, I'm going to link it straight below. So either way, there is a link in the description for you to click in order to get the first printable. So I'm just happy. I'm so excited to be celebrating February with you guys, to be making it a thing. Hopefully it doesn't end up like fetch, you know? Could be as simple as you feel that you can't take the stairs at work. I mean, and I know this is nothing new, this is not something outrageous. You get nervous when you, I don't know, start making note of things that you struggle to do, and then as you go forward, notice and take note that you are improving those. So maybe something that you struggle to do is sit in the booth without worrying about fitting in it. Well, eventually you're just gonna sit in the booth and it's gonna hit you, man, I'm no longer worried about fitting in this booth. That's a win. Like, that's a measurement of your progress. So there's so many things. I do highly recommend everyone time a mile. And let's say you can't walk a mile, just walk however far you can. And then if you walk further the next time, then that's a win. You're improving. So, but finding alternate points of measure, take progress photos. That's probably the most important thing. Find physical points of measure, take your measurements, and don't rely on the scale. The scale is not everything. It is important, but it is not everything. And you are worth it. You are worth living a healthy and bright life. And the struggle it is to do that. You are worth every single fight in order to live brighter and healthier. I love you guys. I love you so much. You're beautiful. I hope you know that. And I will see you on Monday. I love you guys.
Okay. Here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, you know, I think April's a lovely girl, you know. She definitely has her intentions in the right place. She definitely wants to lose that weight. She definitely wants to, you know, focus on the measurements and the photography side of things, you know. And everything that she has in place is absolutely brilliant, you know. I cannot contest it. Obviously, she works hard within a workout, and it all makes sense. She obviously has the knowledge. But, you know, there's always slightly a but somewhere here and there, you know. And I think maybe, and this is the thing, I don't want to come out on a limb and say that, you know, I do generally believe that maybe she's maybe letting us, she's maybe not telling us everything when it comes to her meals, because I'm just saying, you know, for someone that has been training for a long time and someone that has helped people lose weight, you know, unqualified, may I, if I do say so myself, disclaimer. Either way, when someone is at a specific weight, when you're looking around the weight that she's at, the 200 plus mark, you know, and you're looking at the amount of workout that she does, as long as she's eating right and she sticks to what she's doing, what she's saying and what she's showing us, realistically, this woman should be losing that weight a little bit more quicker. No, not quicker, sorry, she should be losing a bit more weight than she is. And the explanation that she gave us at the end was just so like, it was just so muffled around a little bit, you know. It felt like sometimes when you watch certain people, they explain things in a way where you're just confused. So you just have to maybe agree with it, or you maybe have to look it up, you know. And I'm not gonna look it up. I'm not gonna do that at all, because to be honest with you, she's an intelligent woman and she knows how to say what she needs to say, which is obviously the part where we have to question, you know, is she saying things in a specific way for a specific reason, so we don't have to look into certain things. And especially at the end as well, you know, there's one thing that she did say. Let me just rewind it back a little bit, okay, ladies and gentlemen, okay, because now, and one thing that I do want to say is that, you know, I'm not making these videos to try and criticize her and say this and that, you know. I'm just saying, if you're someone that does follow her yourself in particular, you know, and you're following what she does, what she is doing should work out for you actually quite well. And if it is working out for you really well, more well than it is for her, and let's say you're someone that potentially weighs less than what she's at now, it can raise up some questions. Okay, so let's just listen. Just something that she said. It was quite interesting.
And don't rely on the scale. The scale is not everything. It is important, but it is not everything.
Yeah.
And you are worth it. You are worth living.
You know what? It's just that part they don't rely on the scale. And listen, I agree with that. Don't rely on the scale. But like, you know, your content is based around the scale and the measurements and whatnot. So when we watch, we have to rely on on what the scale says, because if we don't rely on what the scale says, then we are unable to identify if what you're doing is working, and if it's working, how it's working, and also if it's worth viewers, you know, to also try and do themselves. And yeah. Something's missing. Something is missing. I'll let you, lovely people, in the comment section, let me know what you think is missing here. Do we, you know, I'm not even gonna give you I'm not gonna give you options. I'm gonna let you just go off your own way, you know. But at the end of the day, the most important thing that we can take away from this is that no matter what's going on with her and in a way she's gone about her journey, the main thing is that she's still progressing, and that's the main thing. The progression part is the part that matters the most. So the fact that she's still progressing within obviously those numbers is absolutely brilliant, absolutely phenomenal. We can only continue to wish her the best within her journey, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think April Lauren is definitely someone we can revisit later on in the future, you know. So we'll see how she gets along, and then we can revisit her again at some point. But for this moment in time, we'll let Karen do what she's got to do, you know, because obviously whatever she's doing, it's still working, you know. But yeah, I do wonder if there's something that she's missing within herself in terms of what her diet is doing. You know, but obviously she has the knowledge, so I guess nothing is missing. Or if there's something, or if there's information that is missing that we're not being given, you know what I mean? But either way, it's working, and that's the main thing. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think about obviously this video in terms of what she had to say for herself, and obviously, you know, if you think something is a bit off or whatever, and give me your opinions, please. Your opinions matter to myself, and surely if she does ever watch the channel, maybe she can take on your opinions on board as well, you know, because she's obviously someone that looks to, or I like to assume that likes to obviously see what everyone else is saying and take it on the chin and reflect on herself, you know what I mean? But with that being said, big shout out to every single person as a member of the channel so far as we continue to grow. And also subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you lovely people next time. We are done and out. Peace.